Welcome to the J. N. Ding Darling National Wildlife Refuge, home of the duck stamp. Now, why do we call ourselves that? It's because of this guy right here, J. Norwood Ding Darling. And in his 18 months as the director of the Biological Survey, which later became the Fish and Wildlife Service, he helped create the duck stamp program. Under the Act, all waterfowl hunters 16 years of age and over must annually buy and carry a migratory bird hunting and conservation stamp. 98% of proceeds go directly to conserving wildlife habitat, and in 1949, the first duck stamp art contest opened in the U.S. Today, stamp sales have raised over $950 million, helping to protect nearly 6 million acres for birds and other wildlife. The stamp also acts as a free annual pass into national wildlife refuges. This popular competition eventually expanded to our junior duck stamp program. Now, students kindergarten through 12th grade can submit their own artwork in hopes of becoming the junior duck stamp of the year. Now that we know the history of the duck stamp program, let's talk about drawing your waterfowl. When drawing your ducks, you want to be anatomically correct. Make sure you look for field marks like a stiff tail on the ruddy duck, or maybe a blue wing bar on our mallard, or it could just be any other thing that signifies what kind of duck it is. Drawing waterfowl is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you want to start with the basic shapes. Give them a body, a head, a bill, wings, and a tail. Then you can start to put in the field marks like we discussed. Do they have a long bill or a rounded one? Do they have anything fancy going on that helps identify them? Make sure you set the scene as well. Are they in the water or are they really deep in the water? Decide and then make your adjustments from there. Finally, step 3, you're going to start adding in your colors and your shades. So, do they have a red bill? Make sure you add that in. Now that we know what we're doing, let's look at some tips and tricks to help have the most successful entries. Entries must be original, hand-drawn creations. They must be a live portrayal of a native North American duck, swan, or goose. They can be black and white or color and use any medium. The physical size of the submitted artwork must be 9 inches by 12 inches and less than 1/4 of an inch thick. The page layout must be horizontal. Artwork will be disqualified if design is traced, is a copy of a photograph, or a copy of another artist's work. Computers and other mechanical devices cannot be used in creating the artwork. Please do not match your art. I know all of these are matted, but that's just because we wanted to display this beautiful art in our Visitor and Education Center. And if there is any lettering, symbols, signatures, or initials in the front of the design, they will be disqualified. Alright y'all, now don't forget, your art must be postmarked by March 15th to Tony Westland at 1 Wildlife Drive, Sanibel, Florida 33957.